here. Ipaning here. The same as Kipantong.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
what I just said was ipat san ing here. Ipat san ing here. Here we have sun. The means without him.
Ah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Ah. Hmm.
Let me sing. Let me sing to you a sentence. Hong pai san ken mi gi to pa. Hong tum hong a yin. You know that?
Yeah. I'm trying to think
No,
of words.
this is sorry.
Mm.
Leaf. Yeah. Leaf is pai san. So originally, if we divide these words, go without.
Pass me not, O gentle Saviour.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. Paisan.
Pai san is I. If I say pai san, then I go without somebody.
Okay.
So we're
Yeah.
going into our lesson without Steve.
Yeah. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah. You say it so quick though. I don't know how you get your tongue around that so quick. Yeah.
The same is true when you speak in English.
Mm.
No, I don't think we speak quickly, but we obviously do.
You might think you're speaking slowly, but for the non English people, yeah, you're doing with a very fast speed.
Yeah.
Because you see, Teizang is my language, so you think I'm speaking so quickly. But yeah, myself, honestly, I'm not a very slow speaker.
No.
Like
Yeah.
if you speak to my uncle James and his son Joseph,
Joseph.
yeah, they might speak to you more slowly.
Yeah.
Joseph is much slower, isn't he? Definitely.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so people are different. Some speak fast and some speak slow.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like fast speaker. But which would be a good one for you, because if you understand what I say, then you might not have any difficulty understanding other people.
It goes slower. Yeah.
Yeah, they go slower.
We can but hope.
Uh-huh.
I was thinking. Yeah.
So, tuni ilai sining ben. Tuni ilai sin ing ben. Let's break down. Let's break down and translate. Tuni ilai sining ben. So I suppose you know tuni.
Today.
Today. Lai. Lai is letter. Lai
Yeah.
sin. Lai sin is lesson.
Okay.
Yep.
Ing.
I
Lesson today
is
we are going to learn. So ilai means our. Okay. Our lesson for today would be he. So for example, tuni ilai sining ben hizop nahi. So we can directly say our lesson. Oh, sorry. For today is relationship. Something about relationship. So tuni is today. Ilai sin ing, our lesson for today. Ing here, ing means for. In this sentence, this ing is not I. Okay, it means means it functions as a preposition. So you can say Elisin our lesson for today is the same as he. So gizopna is relationship. The word for gizopna is relationship.
Oh.
Wow. Okay.
What was pen?
Ben, when you describe something and somebody, this is.
Okay.
So sorry, let me adjust my screen. Okay. Well, our lesson for today, let's talk about relationship, how people are related. So let me give you some words. In Guan. Tony, what does it mean in Guan? In Guan.
Family?
Yep. Family. And the next one is in Guan Bi. Bi.
Big family?
No.
No.
When you say B, okay, B is like in English it would be like this one, co. For example, co-worker would
Mm.
be na se
Se-
B.
Mm.
Okay, B is something some people you do something together with. So B. So in the co-family,
Relation.
your family
Yeah.
members,
Mm.
the people you share your family.
Relations.
Mhm.
Is that what you say?
Family members.
Mm.
So for me, my wife, my brothers, they are my family members. So when I say my family members, it includes everyone without me, except me. Okay.
Mhm.
Then in Guanpi, we share the same house. Like it's like people in the family, in my family. Okay, in Guanpi there. And the next one is Sangam. Tony, Sangam.
Brother,
Brother. Mm.
Brother or sister?
Yeah,
Yeah.
brother or sister.
Sibling?
Yeah, sibling. And you can also say Lizom. Lizom is the brothers or sisters who you share the same womb. Who you share the same womb with. Very strong and Lizom. Okay.
So
very strong.
you wouldn't use that one where you're talking about your church brothers and sisters.
No.
Just the
Because-
first one.
Yeah,
Mm.
brothers and sister with the same mother, the same
Mhm.
womb.
Mm.
But in the church, you say sangamte. That's enough. Brothers and sisters in general.
Mhm.
So it's not the same as sibling then.
Sibling is like what?
sang, but well, that's the same, isn't it?
Lies on, really. Same
Lizom-
family.
Lizom would be a sibling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, sangam is brothers and sisters. The term brothers and sisters in general.
Okay.
You can say sangam to show your close relationship with the person you're talking to.
Yeah.
A kind of polite address. And when you don't want to mention the name, you can say this brother sangam pa sangam nu. And we have another word, nu le pa. I suppose you know this.
Mrs. No?
Mother and father.
Mom and dad.
Dad.
Let me just say mother and father. Who do you prefer to say first? Mom?
Yeah.
Father and
Normally.
mother, or father
Yeah.
and mother, or mother and father?
Yeah.
Dad, yeah.
Mum and dad. Yeah.
Huh?
That's strange, isn't it? I've never thought of that, but that's I think most people do say mum and
Mm.
dad.
Normally, Mr. First. Isn't he?
See, we love our mom more than our dad.
We know that, don't we, Phil?
Yeah, it's a hard life.
Pile bu. Pile bu. Tony, you know pile bu.
Son and daughter.
Mm.
B.
Oh, it's grandparents.
Yeah, exactly.
Old lady.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, old. You can say old lady when you talk to that person face to face and you address B, then to show your respect and to show that she is a lot older, like
Mhm.
old lady. Yeah. But when we say B le bu, then grandmom and grandpa, grandparents, simply. Grandparents. Okay.
yep.
And the next one is ni le ng ngang ngang. Okay, ngang ngang.
No.
Yep, ngang nga 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 ngang
Needed no.
ngang
No.
nga. Do you remember the sound you made for
No.
nga?
The crow. Ong.
No.
Yeah,
Ong.
ngang. Okay, ni is aunt and
Yeah.
uncle. Ngang is for uncle. Ni is for aunt. And the next one. Ule now. This is brothers and sisters.
Hmm.
But simply, I mean, I would say, U is people older than you. Okay? Now is for people younger than you. So in English, you say in both genders, but in Teizang, we say in both age groups.
Oh.
The older ones and the younger ones,
Mhm.
like all ages. But in English, you say in both sex, brothers and sisters, in both genders.
Mhm.
But what we mean is the same.
So, sorry, U is the younger.
No, the older,
Older, sorry.
and now is the younger.
Younger. Thank you.
So when you say U Pa, then your older brother. U Pa.
Mhm.
And if you say U Nu, then your older sister. U shows older. Unu, upa. Then you can also say now pa is younger brother. Okay. Now pa, younger brother. And if you say now nu, then younger sister.
And we're still talking about blood relations here. We're not talking about brothers.
Here, this ule now, you can use in both sense,
Okay.
depending on the people. You can say this to the people in the church.
Okay.
Ule now there, ude now there, like this.
Okay.
And
But not number 3.
no.
No.
For number 3, sangam. You can also say sangam for everyone, whether blood related or not. But
Okay.
laizom is only for sibling.
Okay.
And here, this ule now and sangam the same.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
This number 3 sangam shows a closer relationship. And ule now is a general address, a general term of address. And if I say ule now, and then if I say sangam, the meaning is the same, but the focus is for number 3 sangam shows we are closer
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Got it.
in our relationship. Okay.
Mm.
And number 8, yeah, monu. Do you remember this? Monu.
Married lady?
Very close.
Oh.
Julia, would you like to try it?
I'd like to try it.
Married woman?
Is it mother? No.
Nu can be mother, and also it can be a female gender.
Okay.
Bride?
Right, yes. First one.
Mm.
Right? Yes.
Mm.
But here, when I say monu, then I can mean daughter-in-law.
Ah.
So we have 2 words for this. Monu, you are attending a wedding ceremony, and then you say monu, then you mean the bride. But when you are talking about your daughter-in-law, you can also say kamonu. Okay, you can put ka, my daughter-in-law, and you don't say my bride. Ka means my, kamonu, my daughter-in-law.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually the way Steve talks about Ange quite often, calls her my bride.
And when I say mopa, then it is used for just only one
Groom. Bridegroom.
Mm.
groom, but not for son-in-law. For son-in-law, we have another word. Ma pa. This is son-in-law. Ma pa. But you see, for number 8, monu can have 2 words, bride and daughter-in-law. But mopa has only one word, groom. If you want to mention son-in-law, you have to say ma pa. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And the next one is dek nu. Tekpa would be
Father-in-law.
That's interesting. We don't have that.
Yeah,
Yeah, in English you share the same word, mother-in-law, father-in-law.
Yeah.
yeah.
But for us, from the woman, from the woman, Teknu, Tekpa, my wife is supposed to say Teknu, Tekpa. Okay, for my wife, my mother is Teknu, my father is Tekpa. But for me, my wife's father is Sumpa, and my wife's mother is Sumpu. Okay.
Mm. Yeah.
Ah,
Very strange, huh?
just more to remember.
But it's actually helpful because we get confused as to who they're really talking about.
Yeah. And you see, in Myanmar language as well, they have a confusing way of saying their in-laws. And the next one. So for the sister-in-law and the brother-in-law, we can say this. My wife's brother, I can also say Sumpa. Let me write like this. Sorry.
Mm.
They're the confusing ones. We don't differentiate in English.
No.
Yeah.
So would your wife say Dick?
For my wife, her brother-in-law and sister-in-law, she would say "oo now, oo now, oo or now," something like brother and sister, not in-law, not like the in-law.
Ah, okay.
Because in our culture, the wife is supposed to be one with the husband, living completely his family behind, becoming
Mhm.
one. That's why she
Yeah,
said
okay.
"oo or now." Total submission.
Yeah, yeah. Interesting.
That's like the culture.
Mm.
So, sorry, say that again. I missed that. If your wife is talking about your brother,
And she can simply say brother.
yeah, okay. I thought that's what you said. I just didn't quite get it clearly. Good, thank
And
you.
for my sister, she can simply say sister. because she shares my life.
Yeah.
She is a part of me now. That's why.
But the
My
fact that
brothers,
you're both joined together doesn't mean that you don't call her brother your Sungpa,
no.
because she's in subjection to you.
So the fact that we're joined together means, but she joined my side.
Yeah.
So I just partly joined her side.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
her brothers and sisters are my in-laws, but my brothers and sisters are her brothers and sisters as well.
Yeah. Mm.
Like one-sided relationship.
Yeah.
But an underlying truth, symbolism in it. Yeah.
Very, very funny.
Yeah.
No, it's good.
And there's no cultural reaction to that
Like
in young
what?
people. Well,
No.
if you tried that in the UK, there would be an outcry.
Oh yeah. Because you see, we grew up in this culture, and everyone takes it for granted.
Yeah.
That's
Mm.
why.
As they did once in our culture, but it's changed.
Yeah, it has
Yeah.
to.
Michael, does it come from when your people became from the Christian teaching, or was it there before the Christian teaching?
This relationship
Yeah.
before the Christian.
So it's always been there. Yeah. So
So
always the.
some people still they still hold some old culture, even though they have like abolished, let's say, some silly culture. You see, even nowadays, um, I am not like in favor of all the culture. I mean, all the rules and all the things in my culture. I may be the first one to be against some culture.
Mm.
You see, I don't like. You see, there are some cultural things that I don't like in my culture, which are not relevant to this modern life, modernity. Let me say. You see, for example, in my culture, the husband's family gets the highest priority in every way. For example, let's say if I die, then my wife has to go back
Oh,
to her parents, and
right.
my children have to stay with my parents and my family.
Really?
So
Mm.
I don't like this idea.
Sure.
And the wife in my culture is not given much, how do we say, much opportunities. Like in the Old Testament, the descendants of Abraham, they are stuck in the Old Testament, the Old Testament culture. Yeah. So, but today, some people are not strict with the culture, even though they don't they don't completely destroy it. They don't necessarily need to follow the ins and outs of the agriculture. So I'm the one to break the rules. Some rules.
Your own man.
Seemed to happen, Phil, did it, with Langzagin's son who passed away, was called home?
Yeah.
His wife still lives in Langzagin's house, I think. Is that right, Phil?
I think
Will
that's
she come
right.
back?
If she still lives, then it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is because her father-in-law and mother-in-law request of her husband's parents. She
Yeah.
can still,
Ah, okay.
you see, considering the future of the children.
Yeah, because they've got children. Yeah, that's 5 children.
And
I think, yeah.
see, if they don't have a son, then she is to go home.
Really?
Right.
Daughters play no role.
I thought she was in Kumnai.
Maybe she is.
Yeah.
But on the request of her husband's parents, then she can
Hey.
still live with them.
Mm.
But if they do not request, then she is to go home automatically. I mean,
Wow.
because of the culture.
Mm.
Then if she doesn't have a son, then she will have to go home. And without like how do you say, without any inheritance given to her.
Mm.
Even though she was the one, let's say, who would feed the family.
Mm.
Yeah, thank you.
So,
I'll find out. It sounds interesting.
so this culture, some are very silly. Yeah, I admit, but some people might think you don't value our culture. Yes, I admit. I admit that I don't care much about culture. Even some instructions in the Bible, I cannot follow them all. How am I supposed to follow all the culture? For me, the relationship in the family and the convenience, and that's my first priority. As long as it's okay in my family, then everything is fine with me. It's my personal opinion. But some people might think, "Oh, you are lost." Some people might say to me, "You are lost. You don't know your culture." And because in our culture, people are valued by how they follow the culture. But I think, that should be left long ago, but not in today's world. Everything has changed, and the culture must be changed. I think it's one-sided. For the woman, that's a big loss.
Yeah.
You have no voice in the family if you are a woman. That's the Chin culture, which is insane.
Yeah. It's quite good to be behind where other countries are, because you can see the impact, whether it's good or bad, mind.
Yeah.
Because some of the culture changes are really bad.
Exactly. But some have to change.
Yeah.
But some have to be remain. And we have to stick to some good ones, but we have to let go of some bad ones for other people. You see, speaking of the culture, let me tell you one funny and silly thing. You might find it very strange. In my culture, let's say I'm the oldest in my family. I have 2 brothers, and one of my brothers is married and lives with his family. And then one day, he has to kill an animal to say thanks and like to visit my parents. And this is his inborn duty.
So that's a ceremony.
Yeah, ceremony with a big feast.
Yeah.
And you see, if I, for example, if I have some money, then I will buy a pig or a cow and kill to somebody. When I say somebody, one of my relatives, okay, in this boundary. Let's say my cousins or then I kill a pig for them, and like in such of like good relationship, then they will accept my offering. Let's say offering. But one day, maybe in the future, they will have to return the favor. It's like a debt.
Mm.
Very
So
strange.
you have to perform the actually perform the deed yourself. You couldn't get someone else to do it and bring the animal and have it killed. You have to actually do it yourself.
Like killing and things, the physical activity, the physical deed, I have some people to do already. You see,
Okay.
my father has three sisters. Okay, James, my uncle James' wife, my aunt, and her older sister. Her older sisters and her family members are bound to do anything necessary in my father's family in times of joy or sorrow. That's the rule. So in my family, let's say we have a party and Thanksgiving, and then a ceremony, a festival, and all the necessary deeds should be done by my aunt's family and children. This
Okay.
is how they are like bonded, let's say, bonded by blood. And my aunts, all my aunts and their families are to do any necessary deeds in the house and families of their brothers. Very strange. So if I have a if make a feast and have a party celebration in my family, all the necessary things would be done by my uncle James' family. Okay, my aunt's family. I have three aunts, so the three families and their children and their grandchildren, they are to do all the deeds in my house because of my father.
Wow.
Yeah.
They have to like they have to cater. They have to do catering, ushering, everything.
So is this good culture?
Well, for us, good, but for them, not good.
Yes. Ask Joseph.
They are the ones to do all the things necessary, so they will know whether it's good or not.
Does it make a difference?
You can't make any excuse. You can't give any excuse in this sense.
Okay, it's mandatory. But does it make a difference if they're older? Do older ones have more responsibility to do that?
Yeah. More responsibility, and then we have, so like I told you, there are three men. Okay, my father and my uncle. I have two uncles, my father's brothers. So I have three sisters. The oldest aunt is responsible, take all the responsibility in my father's family, and my aunt James' wife takes the whole responsibility in the house and family of my father's brother, and they divide like this. The tax, they divide the tax related in a different way in terms of responsibility.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're having Christmas party. Could you organise it?
On your bike.
So yeah. So simply, you take anything, you take any responsibilities, any deeds necessary to do, which is organized by your wife's family.
And the cost of it as well. The cost.
Do
No
it.
cost. The
No.
cost will be paid by the family. I mean,
Wow.
the family that hosts the festival.
Okay.
Ah,
For example, Sally's brother is giving a party, or let's say a festival, and then you see, you have to do all the necessary deeds.
Okay, no change there then.
And your children are also responsible automatically.
Okay.
You have to do all the things from start to finish.
Right.
Interesting.
But
It
the
is.
expenditure must be paid by the house owner. All the
Yeah.
physical work, and you are responsible.
Right.
If you're not smart, if you don't work hard, then you get a bad mark.
Bad mark.
Wow.
That's the culture.
Very
Very
interesting.
Mm.
so you are like the servant of your wife's family,
Yeah, imagine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
unpaid volunteer.
I'm going to put this on YouTube with a big notice on it. Send it to Celia's family.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Celia's family can call you anytime, 24 hours, if they need.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
I hope Doreen's listening to this, Tony.
Yeah.
She's gone out.
Wow. So you can't deny. Okay, you have to take any responsibility and trust it. Whether you're free or not, you have to leave your personal arrangement, personal plans. You have to give priority to them.
Wow.
Wow.
Your in-laws, you see.
Interesting.
So in this sense, the women are very lucky.
Yeah.
Would this be fairly countrywide? Obviously, you're speaking about Chin, but is it?
Yeah. Countrywide.
Yeah, interesting.
I mean, every Chin in the Chin people,
Yeah.
we have the responsibility.
Hmm.
So, for example, if my mother's brother, my uncle, has a festival in their, like a feast in their house, then my mother, my father, and me and my sister, my brother, we are to do the catering, the
Yeah.
ushering, and the serving.
Wow.
There's something really appealing about this, though, because Tony was saying about the things that have gone wrong and been lost in our cultural changes. But I think one of the things we've lost is the closeness of the family link, the relationship.
Yeah.
And
So what I
The
was
wider family.
what I was saying is all the things I was saying. Yeah, they show the link, the strong link.
Mm.
yeah,
Right now, the strong link, because you are linked. You're strongly linked to them.
Yeah.
You how do you say? You never expect anything from them. You do all the best to help them.
Mm.
That's it. That's the point. In the same way, my sisters. Let's say my sister is married. Okay, and then if I have a party, something, let's say gathering, feast, and then my sister's family, her husband and her children, they are responsible to do anything necessary, any work in my house. That's the cultural link of in the family.
Mhm.
It's just accepted. It's really good.
Sometimes it's not always good.
You know, if they've got different ideas on what colour you want things and what food you want, could be rows.
Okay, but till today, people are following this cultural practice.
Mm.
Mm.
So you started by saying that your younger brothers would have to get an animal for your parents, kill an animal. Does that happen at a certain age, or just when they think it's appropriate?
After they get married and live on their own.
Right. Thanks.
With their own, having their own family.
That's a nice idea. That's a thank you.
Yeah.
Like a thank you and paying a very respectful, formal visit to the parents.
Mm.
Mm.
I'm going to invite my children to stay for a week and tell them what's happening.
No, it's not about just staying. They will just come to you and they kill an animal and you eat together with them, and then you pray for them, you bless them.
Oh, no, that's
And then
lovely.
yes, you see them off, with a very nice gift in return.
Good.
Uh-huh. So
Thank you.
I think that practice is a good one because
Mm.
the parents' prayer and the parents' blessing to ask for the blessing. Yeah, I think it's a good practice. But some cultures don't like this.
Yeah. Thank
Mm.
you.
Okay. So brother, no. And Swan Let Kak. Swan Let Kak is like descendants.
Okay.
The descendants. Am I right? Descendants.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Or is it dance?
I don't know.
It's an A.
A at the end, yeah.
I'm very poor in spelling.
You're not. You're certainly not.
You-
I wasn't sure.
if you're poor, I'm poor. What is it? Poor Soleil, I am. You're poor.
Porcelain.
Sentence. Mhm.
Poor soul.
Swan le coq.
Descendants. I mean, my what? My children and my grandchildren and great grandchildren and things like that.
Yeah.
Descendants,
Mhm.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So why have you got an and in the middle? Sorry. Swan Lake Cup.
That's why.
Because there's more.
Children and grandchildren and great grandchildren.
Swan Le Kak. This is like the binomial expression. Binomial
Okay.
words. Two words
Yeah.
that go together, like here and there, up and down, to and fro, now and then, again and again, like this.
Yeah.
Combination of words. We have the same words. Swan Le Kak. Ule now. Okay. So you have in English you have the binomials. We say binomials words like rise and shine. Okay.
Yeah.
And down and out. Pick and choose this and that, like this.
Mm.
We're always amazed you find so many of these so quickly.
Yeah.
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 Wow. You see, I always teach the reverse. That's
Mhm.
why.
Yeah.
When I teach English, I have to find the equivalent in my
Yeah.
language.
Mm.
So they're not new for me. But the thing is, I have to recall them quickly.
Yeah.
Okay, Suan Le Kak. And Suan Le Kak is like a formal word. Okay, and you can simply say like Tu Le Da is also the same.
Yeah.
In English, you have the words like kid and kin, right? Kid and kin.
Kith and kin.
Kid and kin, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
The same.
Mm.
17, 18. Kid and kin.
Yeah.
And do you use that word?
Mm.
Not,
Yeah,
not
but-
much these days, but a bit.
It's
Yeah.
old fashioned.
Mm.
But
Mm.
Old fashioned.
it would be used in a sort of
Poetical.
way. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Kith and kin.
Vang, Le, Bam. The same context, the same use of words, like two words. Vang, Le, Bam is like neighbors. When I say neighbors, I don't mean the building, the street, and the area. I mean the people.
People.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Lia Le Tang, Lia Le Tang. This is a very formal term of address to people, a group of people, a large crowd. Like in English, you have ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Mm.
English is ladies and gentlemen. So Lia is, you see, before the name of a woman, you will see Lia, a single woman, unmarried woman. Lia, and Tang before the name of a man. In English, you have Mr. and Miss, right?
Mm-hmm. Mrs.
So,
Miss.
Miss, not Mrs. Just Miss.
Miss.
So in the same way, we have Lia Le Tang, means people with both genders, male or female. Right? Ladies and gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And 21 would be Z. I suppose you know this. Wife. Okay.
Wife, yeah.
And Pasal is
Husband.
husband. Sometimes, you see, in English, you have another word to say husband and wife. You have like spouse.
Yeah.
Spouse.
Mm.
Spouse is also the husband or the wife, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Either.
So
That's either.
Right.
No gender on that one.
we have in Guan Pi. In Guan Pi Nu. If I say in Guan Pi Nu, means my wife. Okay. If somebody says in Guan Pi Pa, then they mean their husband. And informally, some people would say Lom Pa, husband, Lom Nu, wife, informally.
That's their friend.
Oh, kind of friend, yeah.
Mm.
Referring to as friend.
That's a nice thought, isn't it?
Sorry?
That's nice that you call your husband and wife like a friend. Mm.
Because to show like equality or like what? You regard your husband as your lifelong friend.
Yeah, that's nice. That.
We would say
Mm.
soulmate, wouldn't we?
Soulmate?
Mm-hmm.
Soulmate.
Staring at me.
Is it soulmate? From
Soulmate.
what I understand, soulmate.
Yeah.
Is that right, Tony? It's a soulmate, we say, don't we?
It's not very. It would probably be the equivalent, but we don't actually use it, do we? This is my soulmate.
As I understand, soulmate is the one God has chosen for you.
Mm.
The chosen one.
Yes, yeah.
Mm.
Her indoors is good enough, isn't it, Phil?
Oh, you always lower it, you do.
So, if I say Galom Nu, then I mean my wife, or it can mean my friend, female friend.
Mm.
Lom is a friend, okay. But we mostly use Lom Nu, Lom Pa to mean our spouse. Well, these are the most common relationships in the family.
Did you have one for cousins? Sorry.
Oh, cousin. We don't exactly have one
And aunties.
cousin. And we do have like in Luxembourg means your brothers and sisters in a different family members.
Mhm.
So you can use this to mean cousin.
Thanks.
And yeah, your niece and nephews. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
niece and nephews. You also say tunu, tupa. Niece is tunu. Nephew is tupa.
Did we do aunt and uncle?
Yeah, we did. It's number 6, isn't it?
Oh yeah, yeah. Sorry,
Yeah.
paper. Sorry. Yeah.
So how many do we have now? 25.
Mm-hmm.
Shall I add more? Maybe for records.
Lots to go on.
Yeah, maybe you will have to. You will need to see them later.
Mm.
So speaking of relationship, let me add some verbs. Let's say lom. You know lom, okay? Lom
Mhm.
nai is like a verb. Lom nai is in a relationship. Like I have a date. Let's say.
Yeah. We would say going out with someone.
Yeah, going out with someone.
Our parents would have said courting
Mhm.
Walking out.
or walking out.
Wooing. Courting and wooing. What's the difference?
Wooing. That's it.
Yeah.
Wooing.
Wooing's it's a bit more, yeah.
You've gone a step further.
That's very old English, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Very old.
Tony,
And it's expensive.
Mm.
I remember a poem.
all right, don't go then.
Long night day means have sorry,
Froggy with a wooing going.
a girl or boyfriend, let's say, like in a romantic relationship.
Okay.
I have a boyfriend. I have a girlfriend. Long night day.
Yeah.
King eye is in love with. Do I say like this? In love with each other.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Head over heels in love.
There you go.
Well smitten.
What does it exactly mean? Head over heels in love with.
It means this.
Can't think of anybody else. Mm.
We learned that it is an idiomatic word
Yeah.
to show that you are in love with someone maybe very much, very deeply.
Yeah, I think that's what it means very much.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
giddy with love. Can't think about anybody else.
Absolutely smitten.
Yeah.
You say smitten, but I say an idiomatic expression. Very idiomatic.
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe you do somersaults for them. You do anything.
Yes.
Okay.
I love you, Neil, and back.
Teizang. Okay. Teizang. Wed.
Wed.
Do
Married.
do you use the word wed?
Married, probably.
They're married.
Yeah, married.
Mm.
So married,
Hmm.
and then Pete is a different word for us, which is marry.
Yeah.
Marry and get married, they're not the same, right? I married someone, okay? We got married.